Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So this evening, I got a spot cleared out at the barn to push this 190 I hauled in a previous video. So I can get started on it. So I'm gonna throw you guys on the tripod and get this 190 here pushed to the barn and start tearing it apart, see what the issue is. I was told that the tractor was took to the high school for FFA project, and then they got it all put back together and forgot to put the little key on the crankshaft for the crank pulley on the front. So I'm gonna tear it all down and throw a keyway in there, and then the hydraulic pump also locked up on this one. So I have a few hydraulic pumps on the shelf, so I need to throw a hydraulic pump on here too. But first I'm gonna do those two things and see if it'll fire or not. And if it does, then I might pull the motor out and throw it on a different tractor, or a different rear end, because this one has a bunch of frozen levers and just doesn't look as nice as one of the other ones. So I'll throw you guys on a tripod, get this drug out there, and start tearing it apart. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be working. Got it pushed out here to the barn. Been cleaning a little bit so I can push it out here. But you might be asking me, what all you gotta take off to get the crank pulley off there to put that keyway in? I gotta take the hood, front side panels, radiator, air cleaner, And then most likely the front end has to drop as well. Dang bug. Yeah, so I'll throw you guys on the tripod and get this stuff off there. And that's where I'm gonna stop tonight on this project. Got everything off. I just need to drop the front end, and then should be able to get up there to that front crank pulley and get a keyway in there, and then slap it all back on and see if it fires up or not. But I'll pick you guys back up tomorrow. I guess I should have fired it up when I first got it home, because I got the crank pulley off of there and the keyway was in it, and then got the front timing cover off and the crank or the keyway is in that gear. So I don't know. Now I gotta wait on gaskets to get here to put all this back together and see what the issue is. Probably have to take it all back apart again. But ain't got a clue. So this project's on hold for now. Alright, so it's been a few weeks on this project too since I last worked on it. But I finally got the front gasket for right here to put the front cover back on. But first, before I do that, I need to tighten up the nut on this hydraulic pump gear. And then I need to throw a hydraulic pump on it. But that's way looser than it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be pretty tight. So I need to tighten that up real quick and then sand off the outer edge where the gasket's gonna go, and slap that gasket on there and the front timing cover back on. I'm probably just gonna peel off the rest of this gasket and goop it up real good with gasket maker and go from there. And it has rained, so before I start this, I'm probably gonna drain the oil and put new oil in it and go from there. But I'll probably throw you guys on the tripod and try to get this stuff knocked out real quick. It might be tomorrow before I do it though. But at least get it all slapped back on there, throw the front end back under it, and try to fire it up and see what happens. But I guess I'll set you guys on the tripod when I start on this thing. So last night I started working on this 190, and all I had that was tight for the hydraulic pump. The other one, when it tightened down, it had a aftermarket bearing in it, so it was real wobbly and wouldn't tighten down. So I had this one, a Series 3 one. I figured, oh, I'll just throw it on there and put a Series 3 hydraulic pump on it. But that's going to take a lot of different lines and whatnot to get that to work. And I had completely forgot that I have a 190 gas out front for parts. And it has the same hydraulic pump thing and hydraulic pump as this tractor would have on it. So I'm going to go up there and take it all off. And hopefully the gear's pretty solid in it. And then I'm going to throw it on this one. But yeah, the other one just wouldn't tighten down. And I'd rather try to get this back together here before too long instead of waiting on more seals to arrive. But I guess I'll set you guys on the tripod and go up there and get that pump off. And then come back out here and take this back off and throw the pump and the other thing on. So I pushed the 190 out here, as you guys saw in the previous video, and I got the hydraulic pump off. I took it all off in one assembly. So hopefully I can just come over here and slap it on. But I still need to get the Series 3 thing off of there. And then hopefully I can slap it on. So I guess I'll set you guys on the tripod and see if I can't get it slapped on there. And then get the front cover back on there and go from there. So I also did get a new keyway for the front. When I took the when I took the cover off, I lost the keyway, so I just got a new one. I'll slap it on there too. But I'll set you guys on the tripod and get that off there real quick. Alright, so I set you guys on the tripod and got the Series 3 pump mount off and went to put on the Series 1 pump and mount, and it's different than the one that I took off of this tractor, which is really frustrating me. But the one that I took off of this tractor, it's in the garage, but it didn't have, well, it was threaded. No, it was not threaded in any of these 4 holes on the one I took off. And then on this one that I just took off the gas tractor, it's threaded in all of these holes, but it wasn't threaded in these holes. So now I got to take the pump apart, which I could have saved that front engine plate if I would have just took it all apart. But I got to take it all apart and get the gear out and get the bearing out and put it in the other one and then throw the pump on. And then we should be ready to rock and roll. Because this bearing's tight, so should have a winner here. So I'm gonna go do that and then hopefully get it all slapped back together and hopefully have it running here in a couple days or a week or whenever I can find time to get on it. But for now I'm gonna do some other things and then that I need to get done, and then I'll get on this and try to get it all slapped back together. Back out here next morning now, and I got the gear and stuff all switched over into this one, so it's ready to slap on. I had to take the pump off of it to do that, but I got a new gasket here, so that's all good. AGCO gasket, so I need to get that slapped on there real quick and then Here's my new front timing cover gasket and my new keyway for the crank pulley. So I'm gonna set you guys on the tripod and get all this stuff yanked or put on there, and then pick you guys back up. But hopefully I can get these hydraulic pump and front timing cover all on here in a couple hours, and yeah, maybe get it going today. So have a couple new batteries. I picked them up a couple days ago in the bed of my truck, so we should be all ready to go after I change oil and see if it'll roar to life. So I'll set you guys on a tripod and get to work. Starting to look like a tractor again. I got the front timing cover on and all bolted on, front crank pulley on. Then the hydraulic pump on. I paused the time lapse putting this line on because it was being a pain in the butt, and right when I paused the time lapse I finally got it threaded on there. So I got them two lines on, this tube tightened down and this line on. There's still one more line that needs to be connected, which is on the oil cooler. But this line had a bunch of junk in it, so I got it all out of there and on. But I can't remember if I took belts off of it or not. So I'm gonna run to town and get a belt, oil filter, oil, and then come back home and probably see if it'll fire or not. But I think that is all I really need to do that's left on the tractor. Throw a couple new batteries in, and hopefully it turns over fast enough. If it don't, then I might have to throw a starter on it and do that. But this video is already pretty long, and I got a wedding to go to tomorrow, so I'm probably going to end the video off here. So hopefully when I get back home, the starting and whatnot can be in the next video, just because I probably won't have time to film tomorrow, and I'd like to get a video out for you guys. So I'd rather just split it up in two than not post something for you guys. So I guess if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that like button for me. And I got some big things coming, so if you ain't subscribed to the channel yet, hit that subscribe button for me as well. And I guess stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.